cannot count how many times we have been to Las Vegas on business for trade shows, holidays, all sorts of events. However, this last September was a little bit of a different trip. Now, before I get started, let me tell you that what we had decided was to try 3 different hotels this time. Having been to Las Vegas, we knew that it was pretty walkable. And with our American Express Business Platinum, we wanted to take advantage of the fine hotels and resorts. With this program, you get some extra benefits and perks, and we thought it would be really fun since all the hotels we were planning were in walking distance. Little did we know that there was a huge cyber attack on. Well, let me tell you, that was very different. So we had a lot of challenges and a lot of unique opportunities. 2 of the properties were MGM, so they were absolutely impacted. We happened to fly in just as the cyber attack hit, and we had 3 days during the cyber attack where we had a lot of interruption of services and all sorts of strange things. Our last hotel was not an MGM property, so let's get started. We're going to look at the Bellagio, the MGM Park, and the Waldorf Astoria. Stay tuned. All right, we are at the Bellagio, and this is a standard double queen room. And you can see it's got a nice little sitting area that opens up remotely. Let's see what kind of a view that we might have here. So we'll get to look at Penn and Teller, it looks like. We didn't book the fountain view room. We were hoping for an upgrade that you can sometimes get with the fine hotels and resorts, which is what we booked this with, which was with the American Express Business Platinum card. But they said that there were no upgrades available. A little disappointing, but all in all, I think it's a very lovely room. And we'll show you the bathroom here. With this booking, we also get $100 in food credit, and we also get breakfast every morning, so it's a pretty good deal. I should also say, oh wait, this is very nice. And here's the restroom and the commode. And I'm just going to come right back out here and show you one more time the room a little bit this way. So one thing that we found on this room was that it had gone down $120 2 days before we were scheduled to be here. So we rebooked the room and pocketed $120. So there you go. All right, that was the Bellagio. Out of the 3 that we stayed at, that was absolutely my least favorite. And I'm going to give them some slack. It was the cyber attack that was happening. It was the first day, so it was pretty chaotic. I've never seen such a crowded place in my life. It was extremely noisy. You know, the Bellagio, I've stayed there before, and it was lovely. This trip, not so much. So one tip I do have for you is that if you are going to book at Sadelle's or any of the restaurants there, you should probably book ahead. Even for breakfast, if you did not have reservations, it was going to be a very long line. And so something to think about. The other big downfall, of course, was the conservatory was under construction during our visit in September, and that might be something to ask about if you are staying in September. It was extremely noisy. You missed that experience of that beautiful conservatory area. And So we were very glad that we had another hotel. We were hopeful that the Park MGM would be a better experience. So let's go see how that was. All right, today we're at the MGM Park, or Park MGM, and they have upgraded us to a strip view suite here in Las Vegas. Here's a quick room tour. So it's got a little bar, it's got your TV, it's got outlets and plugs. It's got a big sofa. It's got a nice table, but just one chair, and a very large king-size bed. We'll let you look at the view we have of the strip. It's kind of nice. We booked this through the hotel collection on the American Express, and this is kind of interesting. It's got a light fixture there. And now we'll show you the restroom. It's very white. It's got a nice shower. Okay, so the door opens inward. You have your amenities. That looks like a regular shower head. Looks like we're missing some soaps that should be up on there, but hey, at least we have bath towels, which we didn't have over at the Bellagio. We had to ask for those. You've got your commode. You have a sink. And then this is a rather interesting feature. It has a barn door. Can you see the barn door there? And it closes like that. So probably not real soundproof. And when it's in the closed position, your closet is open. So then you just close it, and then your restroom is open. So that is your tour of the Park MGM. All right, so that was Park MGM. We spent 2 nights there as part of the hotel collection. So the benefits from the American Express Platinum business card were a little bit different. You had to spend 2 days there in order to receive them. This hotel is nice. It's got a more relaxed vibe. The pool area is lovely. The noodle restaurant there in particular, I really enjoyed. I had the Dan Dan noodles and they were good. But we were pretty exhausted from the trade show, and to be quite honest, our phone didn't work inside the room. Then the TV went out. You couldn't make reservations. You couldn't charge anything to the room. So it was an underwhelming experience, again, due to the cyber attack. So you can see for yourself that the room was nicely appointed, and the housekeeping was really great. So I'll give them credit for that. But I will say that we were pretty done with MGM Properties. Again, this being the second and third day of the cyber attack, which ended up lasting over 2 weeks. So we were hopeful to go to the Waldorf Astoria. We did call them and they said, hey, come on in. It's 11 a.m., but we'll still take you. And so let's go see what that was like. We're at the Waldorf Astoria, and this is our room. This is a valet closet, which I believe they can open from the inside outside. You also have a beautiful tub, which I desperately needed. They gave us some chocolates at reception because we booked with the American Express. Got a nice big double vanity, mirrors, nice amenities. Got a shower, And I believe the commode is in through here. Commode is separate, which is nice. And the shower is nice. And we'll see what the room has to offer. All right, it's very beautiful. You've got a lot of connections for your phones and electronics there next to the bed on both sides. Very well appointed. A nice seating area. A really great desk area. Boy, that's real nice. And a coffee maker, which we have not had in our Bellagio or our Park MGM. We are here during the cyber attack, and I'm really happy to be here at the Waldorf Astoria, where we're not dealing with a lot of issues. And then let's see what kind of a view we might have today. Yeah, we got a very lovely upgrade to a strip view. So pretty nice, all in all. I'm super happy and very happy to be here during this pretty stressful time as far as Las Vegas is having under this cyber attack in 2023. All right, Waldorf Astoria was my favorite, hands down. They were not impacted by the MGM cyber attack, so there was no disruption of any of the services, which was great. But beyond that, I wasn't quite sure. It was the first time I'd stayed in Vegas without a casino there. To be honest, it was nice and refreshing because with the chaos at the other properties, it was nice to have a little oasis. The pool area is beautiful. The food served poolside is fabulous. We had dinner up at their bar, and that was really fun. Some sliders and some pork belly tacos with an amazing view that I believe that they reserved for their guests, because when we got up there, they had a reserved table, and I think we had the best seat in the house. We also enjoyed some fine chocolates on arrival that they gave us. There were bath salts in the bathroom, and of course those fancy hotel slippers that you get to take home, and just all sorts of nice amenities. But the service was top notch. I was a little concerned about being in Vegas and not being at a casino, but I found that this was really great for the end of this trip. Being exhausted from not just the MGM disruption of services at the other property, but also because we had been at a trade show and it was pretty exhausting itself. So it was nice to have some little quiet oasis, if you will. Since the Aria is right across the street from it, if you do stay at the Waldorf Astoria, you can just pop over there for your casino needs if you want. But I would definitely stay here again. Ironically enough, the Waldorf Astoria was the least expensive one of all of the hotels that we stayed this particular trip. The prices were really high. There were a lot of things going on in Vegas at this time, and so they were exorbitantly high, but the Waldorf was a really great value. So out of the three, being that particular week in particular, we truly enjoyed the Waldorf Astoria. So we hope you got some value from this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you will. We hope to have a lot more content for you, and we appreciate you watching.